We are here and we are strong. Let's be counted as we move on. Make a difference, change lives as we tell our different stories. We are capable, beautiful. We are born to do great things. We're unstoppable, incredible, 'cause we're differently abled, differently.
Launch of an endowment fund in order to reach the blind and partially sighted persons in various parts of the world.
We are delighted to be hosting African Union of the Blind, the secretariat that coordinates programs and policies of blind people across 52 countries. And today, as all of you are here to celebrate with AFUB, is that no one would have imagined that 30 years ago, a few of us will gather here to come and look back to what we have been able to achieve in terms of advancing the rights of visually impaired people, not only in Kenya, but in the continent. And from our part, as the Kenya Union of the Blind, we wish the African Union of the Blind well in all her future endeavors, in all her plans and programs that it has prioritized for the blind people of this continent.
In attendance was the African Union for the Blind President, Kenyan Union for the Blind Executive Chief Officer, a delegate from the Ministry of Labour, East Africa Affairs, among other stakeholders. The event was marked with thanksgiving from the AFUB country representatives, sponsors and local associates.
It is very important that the learners with special needs and disabilities are intervened and provided with appropriate services. We make sure that they equally acquire quality education and training equal to their peers who are able-bodied, because they indeed are very special and they have abilities which should be looked at from different lenses. So thank you so much to everyone in the room. We are partnering with almost all organizations in this room as a Ministry of Education, and we are saying that alone, if we walk the journey, we will not make it. We need all of us to work together, and therefore we all make it work. To our colleagues from outside Kenya, from African countries and beyond, we just want to welcome you to Kenya and tell you karibu sana, enjoy yourselves and enjoy Kenya. It's a nice place to stay.
While speaking, AFUB President appealed to all governments in the world as a whole to commit to United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities.
Blindness, and for that matter, blind and partially sighted people deserve a right to enjoy as citizens, first-class citizens of their countries. They are not second-class citizens. Therefore, disability should not be treated as a matter of charity. It should be treated as a matter of right. They should not initiate policies, programs, and leave us behind until we of the organizations have to fight and advocate before we are included. That is not fair. And for that matter, I'm appealing to all governments to commit themselves to the UNCRPD, that's United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disability, and countries that have not yet ratified, we are challenging them to do it within this year.
In addition, he called upon the youths who are visually impaired to show interest in leadership of the unions.
I'm also appealing to our youths, that youths with visual impairments. Your leaders are being retired by age. In other words, age is retiring most of us, and very soon we shall disappear from the scene. The mantle will have to fall on your heads. But if you don't come closer to your national organizations, you may not know much to take up the leadership. And for that matter, I'm calling upon the youth to do as much as they can to get closer, to get themselves involved in the running of their national organizations, so that we shall have a spillover effect at the continental level.
A representative from the Ministry of Labour promised that the government will take measures to ensure the rights of persons who are blind and also those that have disabilities are adhered to.
Have a lot of challenges in matters of education. We want to see how this summit provides an opportunity for us to come up with ways and means of ensuring inclusive education, not just as a continent, as Africa, but as a continent. We also want to learn from other countries. We also want to learn from other continents in what they're doing about inclusive education. As already informed here by Madam Cherono, the Director of Special Needs Education in Kenya, they launched education policy, inclusive education policy on 25th of last month, I think. And it is providing a lot for persons with disability. Maybe now going forward as a country, we want to ensure that the government commits to implement that policy.
The 30-year celebration was sealed by launching a book that contained the steps to the success of the African Union for the Blind and future plans by the Union.
And welcome as I do this honorable task of launching AFUB's 30 years of existence, and as they prepare for many years ahead, a decade, a century, maybe another millennium.
For Dr. Laibuta, please, is almost opening it up. It was really covered hard and tough. I hope we'll not open up the entire carton and have nothing inside, because we are still opening. Voila, we've done it. Let's clap again, please. Okay, so that is the copy.
The event also provided a platform for the blind to showcase their talent, as various groups from Kenyatta University marveled the audience with their creativity, thus ensuring the 30 years was marked successfully.
Shall we will achieve. That's why we sing. Although we are blind, we verily see. And the scholarship of the ground. Our president. And our job, your chairperson. Martino Kio. Shall we will achieve. That's why we sing. Celebrating, 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 celebrating.
Na ujambo na karibu, na mimi ni wenu swali. Rais Uhuru Kenyatta pamoja na viongozi wengine waliungana na wenzao katika karamu iliyoandaliwa kusherehekea miaka 30 kutoka muungano wasioona Afrika kuanzishwa.
'Cause we're differently abled, differently.
Last Saturday, all roads were leading to Sita Buruburu, where the Cerebral Palsy Society of Kenya organized a walk in order to create awareness and at the same time buy a bus that will facilitate them in their transportation. Our crew was there and they compiled the following report.
Maria Njeri is the official ambassador of Cerebral Palsy Society of Kenya, which was formed by parents to address matters cerebral palsy. The charitable organization holds a walk annually to create awareness and raise funds to help in the running of its programs.
I am one of the young adults living with cerebral palsy in Kenya, and I'm the official brand ambassador for Cerebral Palsy Society of Kenya. with this work we're having now, we are raising funds to buy a school van for our school, and hopefully as the years progress we can have a bus, you know? So every work is important to us because every work gives hope in summer.
Let's get a picture. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It was a complete success as the event was flagged off by none other than the US Ambassador, Robert Godek.
You guys are wonderful. I want to say thank you to all of the participants in today's walk. This is very important.
A lot of children who turned out managed to complete the walk, and although some knew little about what the walk was about, there were those who clearly understood the meaning of the walk.
I came here because I came to help these children to have strength and knowledge. I've come here to celebrate the people who are poor, and I will help them and achieve. And when they go to have eternal life, and God bless them and make them to have healthy life and to take care of their bodies, and who take care of their bodies, even for them to pray for them and even for them to heal.
We are to help these children to have fun and to have strength and to learn and the other things.
George, who is the CEO of CPSK, briefly explained about the event, its purpose and how the turnout was compared to past events.
Today we are having our annual charity walk. It's an event that we do every year, and the purpose is to create awareness about cerebral palsy, a condition which is not well known by many. And then two is to raise funds, which we use to run the activities of the center for children who are afflicted by cerebral palsy. About the work today, I think we are happy that many people have come.
He also encouraged more people to join as members.
Parents do not expect miracles, and that's why it's very important that they join the society. Ours is a membership organization. So you join, you pay membership, you become a member, and then now you'll be educated on process of cerebral palsy, management of cerebral palsy, and then you as a parent or a guardian, how to handle a child who has this condition, because they require special attention in everything.
The Kenya Broadcasting Corporation was not left out in this noble cause, as they turned out in large numbers to support and represent accordingly.
KBC, we really thank the management for having supported this work this year, and we have been partnering with them over the years, but we thank KBC and we're requesting that you keep on doing that. It is for a worthy cause, and the work was successful. We have gone through round and we have finished the work, and it was a real success. Thank you, and God bless all those who participated, my colleagues, and the corporation at large. Thank you for this occasion or this work.
Let us take a look at the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disability.
Succeed. That is how successful people have walked their path.
And that's how we end our show today. Remember to send in your comments through the number 22162, starting with the capital letters AD. I am your host, Caxton Osozie.
And I'm Jane Theory.
Goodbye.
Vitiligo is not a contagious disease, but one difficult under the sun. This is the original voice of Elkanah, and you know I tell you this, so listen to this is a serious thing.
My cell molecules don't work like it was to. That don't make
a lesser human than you. For my Lord knew me before the death of my birth. I'm your brother, sister, don't let me stay aside. My white skin color got you staring at me.